Long ago, in the ancient land of Babylon, a young man stood alone against an entire nation of idol worshippers. His name was Ibrahim alayhi salam, the one chosen by Allah to awaken the hearts of his people. While the world around him bowed the statues of stones, Abraham's heart bowed only to the unseen Creator. He questioned what others never dared to question. He would ask gently, "Why do you worship what cannot hear, cannot see, and cannot help you?" But his people turned away, holding tightly to their traditions and fears. When words failed, Abraham showed them the truth through action. He destroyed the idols they worshipped, leaving only the largest one standing to make them think. The idolaters were furious, their pride wounded, their power challenged. They decided to make an example of him by fire, the largest fire ever built. They gathered wood for days. Men, women, even children were told it was an act of devotion to their gods. The flames rose so high they could be seen from miles away. A deep pit was dug. It was filled with wood, and when lit, the heat was so fierce that no one could stand close. The fire roared like a monster hungry for vengeance. A massive catapult was built to throw Abraham into the blaze. They tied his hands and feet with ropes, yet his heart remained calm, unshaken by fear. As he was placed upon the catapult, the angel Jibrail alayhi salam appeared and asked, "Do you wish for me to save you?" Abraham replied softly, "I need no one but my Lord." His trust was complete. In that moment of surrender, he accepted whatever Allah willed, whether the fire would burn him or save him. To him, both were mercy. The catapult released. Abraham soared through the air, surrounded by flames that could melt stones. But in that very moment, divine command reached the fire, transforming it from fury to peace. When the fire met him, it lost its heat, its flames turned gentle, its roar silent. Only the ropes that bound him were burned, and Abraham stood, safe within what once was death. From afar, the people watched in disbelief. They saw the man they tried to destroy walking calmly out of the pit, his face radiant and his heart at peace. Their gods had failed them, their arrogance was defeated, and yet many still turned away, blind to the miracle before their eyes. News of the miracle spread quickly through Babylon, reaching even the palace of the king Nimrod, and ruler drunk with pride, claiming to be God himself. Nimrud summoned Ibrahim alayhis salam for a debate. He demanded, "What can your Lord do that I cannot?" Ibrahim alayhis salam answered with wisdom, exposing the king's false power through simple truth, and the tyrant was left speechless. But Ibrahim alayhis salam mission was far from over. He continued calling people to the truth, to worship the one who created all things. Most rejected him, yet his patience was never faded. Eventually, he left his homeland with his wife and his nephew. He migrated to new lands, carrying only faith and hope in his heart. From those journeys came new trials, the test of his family, the test of sacrifice, and the foundation of the sacred house in the desert of Makkah. Every step of his life was written in trust and obedience. And so, Ibrahim alayhis salam became the father of prophets, the man who walked through fire, left behind his home, and built a legacy of faith that still burns in the hearts of believers today. His story reminds us, when you surrender fully for the one who created the fire, even the fire becomes peace.